Hello my friends, I am Gihondo, and welcome back to our Let's Play of FTL Season 2, trying to make the magic happen on hard. Let's get straight on. Today we have started with the Shivan, so that's the B class of the rock cruiser. I'm personally not a big fan of this one, but we'll see what we can do. The reason I'm not a big fan of it is obviously outside of this. This is actually a decent weapon to start with, for Sector 1 anyway, because it has piercing. Its only other weapon is fire bombs, and on the subject of fire, you may notice there are no external doors, which means I cannot vent to get rid of fires. The theory is, because all your people are rock people who are immune to fire, they can just go stomp it all out. Well, that's true, but I'm also the type that likes to vent out the air when intruders come on board to get them a little bit of damage before I fight them, and I cannot do that. So, if I get lucky, let's call it, and get a hull breach somewhere, especially somewhere over here where it doesn't really matter, I might deliberately not fix it, and then I can use that to sort of indirectly vent the ship. But either way, we'll see how it goes. Let's rock. Oh, and the other thing is, you don't start with enough actual weapon power to have both weapons on at once either, which is a little bit strange. But you get a second auction, so it's totally worth it. Anyway, let's go. No, we will not be playing with that. Okay, they do have a teleporter, so right off the bat we're going to be coming into that problem. But they only have one shield bubble, so we can shoot straight at weapons. Should be able to make short work of this human now that we're actually here. Go get healed up from what little damage we took. And everybody back to their stuff. Yeah, this ship isn't too bad. With only that one shield bubble, this heavy piercing laser is just going to annihilate them. Because it ignores the one shield, and it deals 2 damage to the system, so it takes them a while to repair stuff. So they are not going to be in a good way. Next shot will finish them unless they fix their... The only way they survive is if they fix their pilot and get a lucky evade. But they didn't, so they'd have no chance. Shame they didn't surrender, though. Oh well. Oh well, that's okay. Wow, okay, that's a weird looking sector. Well, I guess I can make it work if I go up. Might be easier just to go down and just clean up all these. Might miss a few stops, but it'd probably be a lot safer. Plus I avoid nebula that way. Well, I can handle 1 or 2 nebulas, I guess. Let's go up. Let's not worry about it too much, let's just go for it. Alright, again, once I get through the Zoltan shield, just the one, so this one shouldn't be too bad. That ionizing weapon will make their laser hurt pretty bad, but there's nothing I can do about that. They wrecked my engine too, that's not cool. So depending on their timing, this could either be no problem at all or a huge problem. Depends on how I'd say they were synced well, pretty nicely. It's not cool. But now we've taken their weapons down, now we'll be fine. The ship comes with rock plating, which I'm going to sell off as soon as I get it, because I don't really think that's that big a deal. If it had started with, say, mantis pheromones instead, that makes the crew actually walk a bit faster, I might have even kept that. The rock guys are really slow. At least the ship is laid out well, so there's no, like, really long... Like, say, for example, the Kestrel. It has that really long, no, sorry, the artillery ship has the really long corridor to get to any of the stuff. For rock people, it's just really, really slow to do it. So this ship's not a bad layout. I don't mind it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a fan of fire bombs, and I'm going to be in a bit of trouble as soon as I get to a ship with 2 shields. But for Sector 1, it'll be okay. You are there somewhere. Where are you headed? Oxygen room. No problem, we'll meet you there. Except you need to heal. There we go. So it's a painful battle, but 2 Rockman can take down 1 Mantis. 1 Rockman cannot take down 1 Mantis, though. Mantis have 1.5 health, but Mantises deal 1. Or how does that go? Maybe it'd be an even fight. I think Mantises deal. Is it double damage or damage and a half? I don't remember. Either way, it'd be a bad battle, unless you're in the med bay. But 2-on-1, it's easy. Right. Well, I could activate the firebomb. I think I'd rather wait for shields, though. I think that'll be more useful. So far, I don't need the firebomb yet. But having a second shield would help in the early part of the battle where they still can... Oh, wow, that was easy. Never mind, this ship's no threat. Hit the very first shot, so both their weapons are offline. Now we just cruise to an easy victory here. Easy victory. Unless, of course, they try and flee. That may not be quite so easy. But... shouldn't be too bad. There we go, 1 surrender. Thank you so much. Alright, let's open up the next shield, even though we don't really have the power for it. We can kind of make it work. And get to the stress. Aww. So we got the guy up, but he was too sick to make it. And that's a shame. It's a chance at a free crew. There's also a slim chance that the guy makes it up and he's okay, but he's mentally so damaged he just goes berserk and kills one of your crew. That event really sucks. But we got the most common variant where he just doesn't make it. Well, sure, we can attack this ship. That's not a problem. Okay, we definitely have to take their weapon down or this thing is going to eat me alive. Okay, then we're fine. Actually, that's just a single shot one. Now, we'd have been fine either way. Never mind. We are fine either way. Excellent. Hey, a drone. I don't have drone control, but... And that was a... Yeah, it's a fire... Apparently we're really on a fire theme here. If I get drone control, we can have a... On top of our fire bomb, we could also have a fire drone. How's that for ridiculous? What kind are you? You're just an anti-drone. And you're just a regular defense drone. If that was a drone Mark II, we'd be in a lot of trouble, because our... Oops. It would be able to shoot our shot down, but that's just a normal one, so it's no big deal. So this ship should not be a danger at all. I guess if it was a defense drone too, I'd have to use the firebomb, try and bomb out their drone control, and then switch back to the other one quick enough. Same way I'm going to have to do if we run into a 2-shield ship. I'll have to firebomb out their shield control, and then try and get the heavy laser going. So I should get a second weapon slot fairly soon. I also need a lot more power. need a lot more training yet. Okay. So I think I'll go ahead and get that available. Can't anywhere near power it yet, but... Well, I can sell off the rock plating. I think I'll just sell off that fire drone. I'm not likely to use it. Because I don't use that. I don't care for that. Oh wow, I could almost buy mind control. Almost. But not quite. Well, I could put in actual... Oh, that's the other thing with this ship. Not only is there no exterior door, but it doesn't start with a door system, so you can't even, like, put points into it to slow down boarders. So, anytime you are boarded, they just have free run of the place. It's kind of bad, actually. If you get the door control, you still don't get an exterior door, as far as I remember, but at least then you can have them slower when they're trying to fight you a little bit, but... Yeah, I can't... In fact, my idea of venting if I got a hole still won't work. Because I can't even manually open the doors. Wow. And since I'm here, I got plenty of fuel. We'll just take a couple of points of repairs, just because. That puts that online, and lets that go back up. And we are good. Oh, wow. We got them out without taking damage. That's unusual. I don't really think I can get anything at that store anyway, so we'll just go there. Now, while this is a blue, and blue means you absolutely win, it also means I'm tormenting civilians, and I don't do that, so instead we're going to attack the pirate. Any other player on the planet probably would take the blue one and get an automatic good result. I do not attack civilians. Attack the pirate. Morals and all that. Oh well. Even in video games, yes I do. So this ship should not be much of a threat. Except for its bombs, I guess. Sure, we'll take a very sellable drone off your hands. No problem at all. And we are done Sector 1. We just found a Vulcan Cannon. I'm not going to lie, I am a big fan of the Vulcan Cannon. Right. Excellent. Especially in earlier sectors where I have, you know, 2 shields should be enough to hold off until the Vulcan has time to spin up. I think we're going to be okay. Let's go play with the Lanius. Here I would be forced all the way down there. Here I have a lot more choice. We'll go here. Humanitis. Weird, weird, weird. Nothing happens with that event, it's just weird. There might be something to it, maybe if you had a better med bay or something, but you would like to buy missiles that I only would use for this, and even then, never. And you want to give me a ton of scrap for it? Absolutely. No problem at all. I kind of like to buy a Lanius if I can. There is an event that lets you do that. Oh, okay. This time we actually got the event where you actually rescue the guy. He is an excellent engineer, starting already. Yeah, you've only just barely begun. He's already at green, so that frees you up to go whoa. I don't know, cameras, I guess? We don't really need anyone else. So I guess you can go be security. Why not? With mind control, you say? How quaint. Well, if you break those, you'll have to fix them, so you go right ahead, sir. The other thing that's nice about this is once it does get up to speed, it starts your weapons training going really fast. Which one is this guy? It's this guy here. So you see, I'll just try and leave it on that screen so you can watch. Because this thing starts firing really, really fast, that also means he's training really, really fast. That in turn means he does a better job at speeding it up early on by speeding it along, which is very nice. So this is a very good weapon for training weapons, guys. Who's that's this guy? He's wounded. Let's go fix him up. So yes, I'm a very big fan of the Vulcan Cannon. If you run up against a ship that's pretty powerful, it can be a problem because or a ship that has bombs and they get lucky hits with them. Because obviously, if it's knocked out, it takes a long time to spin back up. But if you are able to hold off their assault long to spin it up, it is delightful. It can just tear through any amount of shields, really. So, I guess I could actually sell off this firebomb now. I do not need it at all. And you'll notice I usually shoot the piloting rather than weapons or shields or anything. The idea being, the first time I actually hit, that will ruin their dodge, which means all future shots will also hit. You can take a ship down faster. Taking it off their weapons might make it safer for you, especially if they actually had a lot of weapons that this one doesn't. But just being able to take the ship down faster is usually more beneficial. I guess in this case, though, all we really want is training, so it really doesn't matter. If we miss a few here and there, no big deal. And the reason I took down the drone instead of the weapon is we might as well still be training shields off their weapon. You don't get shield training off drones, but you do off weapons, so you see here how he gets a little bit of training every time the shield absorbs something. Might as well have it, it's free training. Alright, let's go to the store and see if there's anything good. Nothing here that I'm interested in. Mind control or a teleporter, those are both very nice, interesting options. Well, I could buy a Lanius or a Mantis, both of which would make a teleporter a much more viable option. But I think I might just buy mind control. Let's sell that off. I'm never going to use that. I'll keep this for now, because if I ever do get to a point where I add 2 more power, this is a great backup for this thing. Because once this thing shoots the shield, this thing doing 2, or even almost breaks the shield down, this thing can pound in 2 damage a shot. It's fantastic. Am I ever going to get drone control? Oh, that's the other thing that's not a bad thing to have. I think I'll take mind control for now. Drone control is more common to find, so I can always pick it up later. I'll take mind control for now. Plenty fine for gas. Fix up. And that will do. That's 25 for another power. Okay. Excellent. Well, let's go. A free Ion 2. I really like this one as well, simply because it's also a good training weapon. Nope, it shoots every 4 seconds. I mean, it's certainly nothing to a Vulcan once it's fully spin up, but this is a great weapon. You can actually take down early ships by depriving them of oxygen with just this weapon alone, because it fires fast enough. It fires every 4 seconds, but Ion lasts for 5 seconds, so as long as you don't miss too many, you can take out the shields and then system like, say, oxygen. And it actually works really, really well. So that's another one I'm definitely going to hang on to for now. I won't be able to use it anytime soon. It would take, oh my, 215 to power it. So, we won't be using it anytime soon, mind you, but it certainly is something to hang on to for now. intruders. No, that's not going to work, boys. That is not going to work at all. So you may want to wait a little bit until the rest of your buddies show up. Because you'll get pounded on pretty bad in there if you're by yourself. Now you'll be fine. I guess I'll bring you down in case I do need to swap one of them out, like maybe this guy. Yeah, we'll swap him out. Bring in a fresh one. Everyone else is totally fine. Everyone is, however, very wounded, so there's also that. Weapons guy, when you're done. You are the shields guy, you can go back. You, I think, were just the camera guy. And get in there. You are the pilot. I can just do that. Everyone's done. Okay. Excellent. Let's go. The Lanius harvesting. Well, let's try and harvest as well. As often happens. They don't like that. Ooh, flat cannon. Yeah, we'll do it the slightly slower way for the extra training. Although, yeah, he's already getting pretty good at it. See, that's what I was talking about if it gets damaged now I'll have to start it completely over in terms of the spin-up time. Because sadly it does not keep the power level, which is unfortunate. They just happened to get a lucky hit where this thing had just tapped a shield when the flat cannon went, and the flat cannon, the one bit that did hit, happened to hit the weapon, so I just got a bit unlucky there. I don't think it'll happen often. Especially right now while they have to still fix the flat cannon, so I get a few shots in while they're powering it back up. What's up, Smokey? Hey, what's up, buddy? Yes, sir. That's a good boy. There we go. Now we've got them. Now we'll be fine. So I think I may want to add another weapon power just to prevent that from happening, or at least to reduce the chances of that happening. Oh, hello, sir. Hi. What are you doing? Other than sticking your butt in my face, what are you doing? Sir? I'm going to need you to pick a direction, or sit down, or something. Okay, I can now see the top half of my screen. Awesome. And I cannot turn my head to the right. Awesome. Anyway, sure, we'll investigate. Intruders plus an enemy ship at the same time. Not cool. Those two alone, in fact, I'll send the third one in. With that, healing them, they should be fine, and in the meantime, we will take care of the missile launcher as quick as possible. That's not so good, for fairly obvious reasons. Okay, so this ship is tearing me to bits. Okay, that one at least is just a normal one. get those shields back up on the double. I don't mind if this fire stays there. That's not that big a deal. They're having no trouble finding me without missiles, and I do not like that one bit. Not a fan of that. Wow. They just won't let up. I knew that was coming for weapons, because it was just starting to get going. I knew that was going to happen. Wow. Alright, they're out of missiles, so it can't get worse anymore. They are no longer capable of hurting me, so as awful as that was, it's over. And this is why I wanted drone control. The only drone I had was one like theirs, just an anti-drone, which isn't really all that helpful. Why don't you zip down there and speed up those repairs? And why don't you as well? In fact, let's make it a team effort. That should fix them in no time. There we go. You are all injured, so go heal. Okay. But you gotta watch your tail. Every time you bump the microphone, you're probably getting static. I think I'm going to do, just because I'm upset with these people now, I'm going to play with the mind of one of their crew. Just to be a jerk. Doesn't help at all. Unless, of course, I burn out the last of their crew. I'm not sure why I got that achievement. I don't think I actually qualified for it. Unless that's the really basic one of just put a room on fire. Maybe that's the first one. There's two main events about that. Or excuse me, trophies about that. I don't remember them well enough to comment, so we will ignore that and move on. Pirate? No, no, no. Oh, they have a Lanius. That's interesting. They, in fact, only have 2 crew. That's not going to go well for them. Oh, there's the third one. Okay. So yes, the Lanius can beat them up with not enough air on the ship. Really? Really? Okay. We'll just use the piercing one. They only have 1 shield anyway, so it's not a real big deal. And let's go ahead and punish them some more, because I enjoy that. There we go. That distracted them nicely. We should be able to kill one of these guys off. This doesn't matter whether it's him or them. Assuming we can get past the shields before he moves. No, we won't be able to. Let's try anyway, though. Just because I can. Oops. You jerk. I was right about to mind control their pilot so I wouldn't be missing shots. But then they broke my camera. Okay, you can surrender, that's fine. Alright, sector the next. NGs or NGs? NGs it is. Seems simple enough. Well, that's not a hard choice to make. We have to go the one to the right eventually anyway, so we'll scoop this one up. Oh, okay. We've already unlocked these ships, but we might as well do it again. And they have 2 shield bubbles, so I can't really just use this, or I'll never get through in time. So I will have to fire at that and see if I can help them wreck their own weapons. But that missile launcher is going to be a problem. Yep, that's going to be a problem, alright. Okay, so this one's the fake one. That's fine. Means that one's the real one. Let's go get it. I could use a little bit of scrap and the price is good. So we'll take some, sure. Okay, it has a flat cannon, but not a missile launcher, although that is a bursting weapon, so that could still be a bit of a problem. So let's once again try to see if I can make them take it offline for me. I doubt he'll be able to, but we'll try. Oh, of course he did. Why wouldn't you do that? Sure, why don't you do that too, because that's helpful. And now they're going to get away. Nonetheless, I steal their crew temporarily. See, what I don't get is, even though they're fighting, they still are able to flee the ship. So they just got away, and I got nothing but a beating. That is not cool. Not happy with that. But that's the danger of the Vulcan Cannon. If it does get touched, it's so slow to fire back up. But, oh well. C'est la vie. Because I probably do need the next shield as well soon. It's 100 plus power. Or maybe I need to invest in more dodge. Dodge works so poorly for me, though. It's always a tough thing to justify, but we'll take it. That's 30% dodge, so that's about 5% for a normal player. I generally say I have about a 20-25% drop from the actual statistic for how often it actually works. Well, that wasn't cool. That... How many does that pierce? That could be a problem. That could be a big problem. The fact that they completely decimated my engine is also a big problem. Especially with that being a dual shot. Okay, so that doesn't have 2 piercing. And that NG somehow managed to break that system somehow. Okay. So I think we should be okay here. Yeah, their weapons are off now. They won't be getting them back anytime soon. so we can start working on actually destroying the ship. They are dodging so much, even the Vulcan Cannon's having trouble getting through. They're not dodging anymore, though. Sure, you can surrender, that's fine. No sign of a store, sadly. Really could use some repairs. Nothing. Okay. Nothing happening there. So this is a little bit on the risky side, but we'll try it. This thing's no threat at all. It's this thing here that could be a problem. Well, I shouldn't say could be a problem. I can almost guarantee it's going to hit. Like I said, I only have 30%. I might as well, you know, not even have evade. Wow, that actually did evade. Well done. Maybe 30% is just barely enough. Okay, so evade actually is starting to work. I like it. And now I've wrecked that so much that they're not going anywhere. Okay, now they're not evading, or yeah, no, they're not evading. So we'll just wreck their face. Really use some repairs. Well, it means a dead jump back, but I think I have to. Realistically, am I ever going to use this? Yes, it's awesome, but it's also 3 power. This is so much more likely to actually get powered on than this thing. Alright, I'm going to sell that. They don't have drone control, sadly. Well, they do have hacking. Hacking could be fun too, but I think repairs at this point are far more important. A little bit of gas, that should be tons. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. I don't really need another crew. I already have one too many as it is, so... So that seems unnecessary. What I will do, though, since evade is working now for me, is have a bit more of it. Awesome. Alright, let's hit Sector 4. Pirates or rebels? Not a huge difference. Let's go pirates. Nothing there, okay. Would like some more missile cell events. Oh, that's not ideal at all. You go hide there while the rest of these guys get over there. Oh, brother, they are all over me. Okay, well, why don't one of you help? And if nothing else, stop shooting. We can fight each other instead of blowing up my engines temporarily. That gives me time to beat the snot out of these guys. And hopefully not take too much damage here. Okay, they've abandoned the engines. That's a good choice. So now we can finish them no problem. Okay. So that was a little bit cruel. But we made it. Alright, and to distress. Okay, they do have a teleporter. And a cloning base, so I may have to be fighting these guys multiple times. Unless, of course, he changes his mind and decides just to break it instead. I really do like mind control. I really, really do. It's mean, but it's a lot of fun. Alright, well, let's go and deal with him. Where are you headed, Oxygen? Sure, let's go fight in the oxygen room. It's actually a really good way, if you have mind control and a teleporter, it's a good way to remove crew from the enemy ship, especially the flagship, which has a lot of crew. I'm sure most of you will be aware of this trick, but just in case you're not, what you can do is you mind control somebody and then teleport them to your ship, because technically you own them, they're mind controlled at the time, right? And then they'll pick a room to stand in on their own, so you just put a couple of your fighting guys in that same room. When the mind control runs out, they'll fight, and you'll presumably kill them. And rinse and repeat. It's a great way of removing a lot of crew from a ship. This assumes, of course, that you can survive, being pummeled on by the ship, because it does take a while. But it is an interesting way of doing it. Pirates, no, no, no. Oh my. 3 shields and a ton of weapons. Okay, and it's a nebula, so I can't see where anything is. You are in the oxygen room again. Okay. Which means I can't mind control, which is unfortunate. Definitely can't mind control. That's a lot of weapon power and shield power. I'm not entirely sure a player could have a ship with that many weapons and that many shields. Because there's limits to the reactor you're allowed to have, so... Yes, I see you in my shield room. I'm coming, don't worry about it. Yes, you may surrender. That's fine. That was a pretty nasty little battle. Okay. Moving on. Yes, finally a missile selling event. Yes, please. I do not have anything that uses missiles at all, so these are all pure surplus. No sign of a store. Maybe I'll pick up more evade, because that is starting to work for me. Excellent. Alright, teleporter, but just a med base, so if they don't manage to teleport back in time, I could kill them off. Only 2 shields, so I think I just go ahead and pummel down their evasion. They absolutely destroyed my evasion. That's not cool, guys. Not cool at all. Just when evade starts working, you run into one of these. Poop. The last thing we need with limited evasion is to also have limited shielding. There we go. Now we've got them. Now we've got them. happening in this distress. Yes, we will absolutely. See, it's a fire. Rock people can handle that, no problem. Drone recovery arm. Well, I don't have drone control, but if I ever do get it, that will be helpful. I think I should have time to hit all of these. I think. Hope so. Yuck. Okay, well, so be it. The asteroid field's going to be a bit of a problem here. Especially when they wreck my shields. And keep wrecking my shields. There we go. Okay. Now we're fine. But that was pretty nasty. That was definitely a nasty fight. And somewhere I still have a fire going. I just have no idea where. So let's get that camera fixed. See if we can find it. Oh, that would be quite a lot of fire. Okay. No, you don't get to do that, thanks. I think I will add oxygen just so the room with lots and lots of fire doesn't have the problem where they suffocate because the fire takes all the air out. That would not be fun. But I think we've got it under control now. Yes, we do. Okay. Alright. Next. Nothing there. Okay. I do have lots of scrap though, so I think it might be time for a third shield. Again, I don't really have the power for it, so we'll trim some off the engines for now. Right back into asteroids, apparently. This one does not look anywhere near as dangerous unless this bomb hits something critical. That's the only way I can see this as a problem. Unless that's a burst 3. No, it's just a burst 2, it's fine. You are being a jerk. The reason I brought him over is he can help repair faster than the 2 Rockmen can. Okay, they didn't wreck that time. Okie dokie. I think they've got this fire under control anyway, but just in case, we'll overkill it. Except you, and you. Might want to put another point into piloting, just so if I do take a light hit, I don't have to lose all my evasion right away. That might not be a bad idea. Can't do that here, though. We're stuck in an asteroid. There we go. That'll help. And one of those power back. I can always steal if I need mind control. I can take that off the med bay, I guess. Oh, drone parts I'm not using, so sure, we can sell those. And let's go to Sector 5. I hate nebulas, so let's go play with pirates. Right. Straight on to distress. Okay. It's a trap. Yes, it is. Charging weapon. Otherwise, they don't look too bad. So we'll grab one of those mantises. Yeah, you're gonna charge this thing, I just know you are. Well, as long as it doesn't time well with this, it should be alright. And the Vulcan's just about going now, so... 3 misses in a row, that's not cool. There we go, there's a hit. And don't fix it. Leave it there. Sure, you can surrender. No sign of a store, so let's just grab some more power. Okay. Off we go. This one doesn't look that scary, to be honest. And that's of no use, so put that back on. Because even with the asteroids, I don't think they're going to be able to take all my shields down. Although that is a double fire. There's a small chance they can do it. But if I can get the drones down, it won't matter anyway. Or if I happen to hit one of the drones, I guess that works too. Of course, I'm not actually ever hitting, so... There we go. Okay, now we're fine. Alright, off we go. Depending on that, that might be a big problem. We'll have to wait and see. But first we gotta get through that, so... Can't even use mind control until we do. So they get quite a little while I'm spinning up the Vulcan, and all it's doing is chewing on the super shield. So I think that's... Yep, that's a burst 3, alright. So many misses. But they've given up, so it's okay. There's no sign of a store still. That's unfortunate. Could rather use some repairs. Sure. Okay, just hunt down a missing guy. Oh look, he's right there. And he couldn't do that himself. Wimp. And carry it. Oh, it's right there. Seriously, you couldn't go that one stop. Wow. A hull repair drone. Those are helpful. if I had drone control. The scrap is most useful, though, because that lets me do that, which I've been waiting on for quite a while. And that means that. So I think I'd rather have the evasion. Okay. Our combat power has increased significantly. Except, of course, to cloaking ships. Right. So we'll do the Vulcan on the shields and the Piercer on the cockpit to help it. And I think that should be okay. I think this is an ion too, which means it is slowly going to gut my shields away if I can't dodge enough. Although when they cloak, yes, I'm not firing anymore, but that gives me, I was going to say, time for the shields to come back up, and they did not come back up well enough. Ouch. That was pretty harsh, I must say. That was pretty harsh. There we go. Okay. Good solid hit on their weapons and their cockpits. I think I should be okay now. But still, that unleashing of brutality, that was pretty nasty. It's obviously a very good strategy, but that's quite nasty. Still no sign of a store. That is not good. That is really not good. Those are... that one for sure. I think that one's just a normal Pegasus. But that's a Hermes, I think, so we're going to actually take their bribe, which I don't normally do. But one of those shots could kill me instantly, or a couple of these, but one of that missile hits, and I would be done. There's the store. Beautiful. Oh, I guess I could repair these while I'm at it. Now, seriously, am I taking drone control? They do not have a missile defense one, which kind of sucks. Hum. Is it worth it on the off chance I do get one? Because I don't have a lot of drone parts, so holding on to that might be relevant. Well, this one can go, I guess. Should I just invest it and call it even? Well, for now, having only this, I won't use those that often, so I really don't need that. We'll live without it. I will take that. Fine for fuel, so it's all repairs. Okay, that's not too bad then. Let's go get these things fixed up real quick. Yeah, that's an anti-drone. So it certainly will not be used all that often. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot it comes with one. I kind of wanted to keep that then. Oh well. That's okay. But that's the one I actually wanted. The anti-drone one I couldn't care less about. That's the defense one I want for handling missiles, for fairly obvious reasons. Okay. Yep, I have just enough time to go there and then straight away. base in the next sector, that's fine. Oh, I don't have enough time, never mind. That was a mistake. There's really no other way to describe that. That was an oopsie. Okay. Okay. Vulcan onto the shields. Heavy on the weapons. And grab one of the guys that just attacked. So it's a much easier fight. And I'm still going to want some extra help. Because why not? Do not want you attacking the shields. Thank you. Here comes the ASB, which is going to hurt unless I get lucky. Ouch. Okay, well, it's not a terrible place for it to have hit, I guess. Now that we're starting to hit through the shields, I should be able to start knocking some of their weapons off. Do you mind? I'm kind of busy here. Okay. Let's get out of there. I hate nebulas. I don't want to go to a green, but I hate nebulas. So we'll go to a wimpy civilian sector. I know, I'm a wimp. Okay, so let's start fixing stuff up here. Actually, there's no air, so you should get some help. At least until air is back up. Let's go start getting everybody healed up, too, while we're at it. Well, you're actually fine. Do go over there to get ready to do that. So I'm pretty sure there's an air leak in there, too, I think I saw. Yes, there is. Okay. So that's fine. Oops, that's not the button I wanted. I wanted that one. Okay. Well, we're at time control, but this run's going pretty well, so I think we'll just keep going. There's that quest marker we needed, which is going to be tough to get to, apparently. Only way to get to it is from here, and a couple of dead jumps. Well, we'll see what we can do. No guarantees. Yeah, I'm okay for fuel. Not great, but I'm okay for fuel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to go... Oh, it would have to be dead jumps, too. Because this one doesn't go over here like I thought it did. Nope, forget it. Your quest is done. Sorry for your disappointment, but it's not happening. Ooh, could get my own flat cannon. That actually might be better than the heavy pierce. It takes the same time to charge, but it's specifically better at shields. Yes, the piercing one can go through one shield, but this one's better at just having there be less shields. In which case the Vulcan Cannon could start pounding down the shields sooner. So that's a very tempting thing. Repair arm is too, to be honest, but I don't have anything to sell, so we can't be getting that. Unless I do swap those out. Well, it might be a mistake, but I'm going to do it. We'll get a bit more gas. And then a bunch of repairs. Okay. Let's go with that. Okay, so I can go up and back down totally fine. Oh, well, that one's fine. When you only want to go somewhere that I'm going anyway, then it's fine. It was a trap! Okay, well, anyway, so Flak can just generally assault their weapons while the Vulcan works the shields, and we'll see if my theory was right. If this sort of works out. So that's a heavy. What kind of burst is this? That's a burst 3. Okay. It is easily damaged, though. And I think that, yes, that actually worked, because that meant I got a shot in... Because the Vulcan Cannon had weakened the shields a bit, the Flak Cannon managed to hit the weapons. Yeah, I think this works a lot better. I did really like that piercing heavy laser, but I think the Flak works better. Let's see, what if I could ever hit anything? Well, you're not going anywhere. Thank you. Okay. Go there, and then we can... we have time to go a little bit up, and then back down. You have drones? Well, guess what? I don't have enough power to guess what. Anyway, same idea, there, and we should be pretty good. You are just an anti-drone, so no big deal. If I ever run into one that's got a Mark II defense drone, it could be a bit of a problem, because it'll be able to shoot not quite as fast as the Vulcan, but close. Which means I'll lose a lot of time trying to hit the thing. Feel free to shoot that anytime. Feel free to shoot it better. I know it's a fast attack drone, or combat 2, but still, you are allowed to shoot it. You really are. I know it's not easy, but, you know, you can. There you go. And they surrender. Beautiful. Actually, I'm going to get a bit more power. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so that tells me it's time for that. Which makes this a lot less scary a ship, I must say. But we will still do this without too much trouble, I think. Knowing how much evasion auto-scouts have, I think we'll concentrate on the pilot. No, somehow... Oh, because this is a charging one. Yeah. Okay, that's a big problem. Huge problem. And a small bomb. All that, like, well, maybe. Give me something to use all these missiles on. And it's a good way of dealing with piloting other than mind control, which is the other good way of doing it. Oops, he wasn't actually done repairing that. Oopsies. Oopsies. go ahead and get some more power. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I've got time to loop around a little bit. Ooh, a half power one. Yeah, why don't we fight it? Guess we'll have to do it with just the flat cannon. Which kinda sucks. But, say Libby. Why do you hate my mind control so much? Why is that? How do you have enough power for that? It's 4, it's 5, 6, 7. I have no idea how many, but probably more than they really could have, if we're being honest. It's Nebula anyway, you don't need to be on the cameras, there's no point. I can wait. Kinda want to do the same thing as them, actually. Let's use some of these missiles up. Since they're not letting me have that shield ring anyway, because they keep bombing it. So be it. There. Our weapons are off. I think I'd like them to just stay off, actually. That would probably be a very good thing for me to have. Not to deal with that. Actually, I guess we'll do that and start healing people up. Let's try and have the Vulcan Cannon not miss as much. That's better. Yeah, I probably could have just outrun this thing and not even dealt with it, but that's okay. We'll take it down. Even if I end up doing it just with nothing but small bombs, we'll do it. So do the repairs while we're just sitting here. small bomb does not do hull damage, so I might be better off. Like, right now, my theory is the small bomb keeps the piloting down, and therefore the flat cannon deals actual damage. But it might be quicker just to wreck a system. Because when a system goes completely red, it does 1 hull damage. Or at least it does on a regular ship. Apparently it doesn't on scouts. Which I find a little bit on the cheesy side, but anyway. Going through a lot of bombs on this thing. There it goes, finally. Alright, let's get out of that. But that last last fight, that's an example of why I hate Nebulas. The half power event's terrible, and the ion pulse one, I hate that. I just hate those two. Oh, we found a Zoltan. That's cool. That's good. I don't really have a job for you, so why don't you power drones, I guess? Sure, why not? Why not, right? What you doing, buddy? Hey, what you doing? Are you jumping up? Go ahead. It's okay. Hey. Go ahead, jump up. Or do you want to climb on me? Is that why you're staring at me like that? No idea what you're doing, buddy. Yeah? Oh, because you wanted to climb on me. That's great. Yeah, so I can see nothing, sir, except black fur. Which is lovely, don't get me wrong, but makes it really hard to play the game. Yes, sir. Right. Any chance you could either lie down or jump up on top of the chair or something? Literally anything except what you're doing right now? Okay, do button face for a second, I guess that works. So I got to see the screen briefly. Sir, please. Come on. Yes, go up there. Perfect. Good boy. Okay, so NG controlled or NG controlled? Sure. This is the farthest I think I've actually gotten on hard. I don't think I've gotten to Sector 7 before. That is fantastic. I really need a store, though, for repairs. But otherwise, doing pretty well. Right up until we ran into this. Well, that's a defense drone if I've ever seen one. Thankfully, these are on different timers. So as long as this thing is doing okay, we're fine. And because it's only defense 1, it's not going to try and shoot asteroids. Which is something I don't think, or does it? No, I think it still does. So actually this could still be a big problem. That's a big problem too. But anyway, I guess we will deal with it as we do. Yeah, it still is going to. I'm thinking the defense too, because it shoots at lasers. And sometimes it misses missiles just to shoot a little laser. But we are definitely going to have the same problem because this thing will be so busy shooting asteroids, it'll be ignoring much more dangerous missiles. Which is not very good at all. And I don't have a lot of hull left, so I can't really let it have too many free missile hits. Yes, please surrender. Thank you. Excellent choice. Since you had me just about wrecked there. Okay. Let's, yes, there's a store. Beautiful. Straight on. I have anything to sell? Not really. Okay. Defense Scrambler would be nice if I had taken the hacking, which I didn't. Stealth weapons is irrelevant because I don't have a stealth device and a replicator. I mean, yes, that would make my bombs last longer, but I don't know if I care that much. In terms of swapping out the firebomb, no. So, a couple of drops of gas. And cover your ears for a minute. This is going to get loud. Okay. Right. Moving on. Really like a fourth shield before I get to the boss fight. Oh, another cloaker. Okay. But you have nothing that requires a drone, so that's fine. But again, it's one where it's going to be charging up these lasers and then opening a very heavy pile of pain for me when they come back up. Which is not necessarily very nice. I think that's only a burst one laser, so it only fires 2 shots. Like just a dual laser, I think. If that's the case, even if they both hit, I don't think either of these lasers have piercing. So if I'm correct in that, and I'm not 100%, but if I am correct in that, because I think that's just a standard, I think it's the halberd, I think it is, and that's a fire beam, if I'm not mistaken, so I don't think this ship can actually hurt me. So, this is good. I can sure mess with them. Because I'm a jerk. Right, Kitty? Good Kitty. Killed off the guy that was doing the repairs. Yes, you may surrender. Excellent choice. I'll take some more power, so I can leave that on at all times. And we're laughing. Let's go. Oh, they'll do my reactor just for some missiles and drones. The drones I kind of want to keep, but the missiles you can absolutely have, so we'll just do that. That just saved me 35 bucks. That's cool. Don't really need that store since I have no money. I have nothing to sell. Sure, let's go after it. That requires... Actually, that makes more sense. Some tension there. That's seriously too fast. Okay, it's one fast and one normal attack drone. Still, that's pretty nasty. But I don't think it's quite enough. As long as I dodge this even occasionally, I should be totally fine. Yeah, both should be completely trained in dodging now. Alright, finally scored a hit on their pilot, meaning future shots should start to hit a little more often. There we go. Let's wreck their shield somewhat. Well, the wrecking's good. There we go. Now we're good. Excellent. Go here. That way we are close to this door if we need to. You would like to sell me fuel for a couple of drones. Yeah, okay. As long as I have a few, I don't really need a lot. Because not every ship requires them. Okay, so somehow they're able to not only use their Vulcan Cannon. That one's 1, think that one's 1. I think that one's 2 or 3. And 3 shields. And probably a lot more... Yeah, okay. Anyway, this one's going to be a bit of a challenge. But we like a challenge, right? So I want to try and time this as the flat cannon goes off to make sure they don't dodge it. Because temporarily, when they have no pilot, they don't have any dodge. Unless they have an autopilot, which I guess they do, because some of them still missed. Which is not so nice. Okay, mine's fully spun up. Theirs isn't quite yet, so they must not have... Oh, they didn't even have anyone on weapons. Never mind, that makes sense. I was gonna say their weapons guy must not be as good as mine, but... Sure, you can surrender, that's cool. Let's take a quick pop up here. Or should I hit the store? What's the chances the store has something I would really want? It's not likely, but we'll check it. Well, that's the other option. I swap out the flat cannon for a 3-shot weapon. It's a little bit slower to fire, but at least the 3 shots, at least they will always be hitting instead of the flat cannon where sometimes it just scrapes the hull and does nothing. So that's an idea. Ooh, reverse ion and a shield booster. Shield booster would be fantastic. We're taking that for sure. I'd like to get that too, but I don't think we can. Unless I am willing to give up on the small bomb entirely. Which I think I am. The chances of me getting 90 scrap when I really would like an extra shield. Yeah, I can give up on that. Because this will help with the ion blaster. I'm thinking about the Mothership battle, even if I'm not entirely sure yet that I'm going to make it, but I'd like to give myself a better chance. That would be good. Although their triple missile launcher is still going to be what wrecks me in the end. Always does. I'm going to actually say no. 5 is about as low as I want to go. Alright, welcome to Sector 8. Okay. Hoorah. Alright, so the base is down here. I can pop in here. I don't need the repairs, but it's free scrap. Plus drones, which is nice. What's the chances the store would have anything for only 40 scrap? Not likely. Not likely. Okay, you do not have anything that requires a missile drone. That looks like it's just a normal one, not a fast one. So I think we should be okay here. Depending on how this goes, but I think we should be okay. Because we will resist some of this anyhow, because of the ion resistor. So I think we should be okay in this fight without using an anti-drone. With this shield booster and this guy definitely at full training, our shields do come up pretty fast. I would still like a 4th bubble open though, but we'll see how it goes. Hey now, how did you do that? Jerk. I guess I could actually finally get these guys healed up. I don't know how long they've been wounded, but probably a long time. Because I haven't been paying attention to them. They weren't badly wounded, but there was no point in letting them be wounded. Should I pop 2 there? Probably not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Definitely going to be a bad fight. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll forego this door. It's okay. We don't need repairs. And all it would do is maybe swap out a weapon. Okay, you, though, do require... And again, we're lucky they're different kinds. They fire at different speeds. They do have a teleporter, though, which could be a bit annoying, but we will deal with it as we do. And as we do is making them fight each other. Because I find that amusing. Suppose I should get somebody nearby to take over. Oh, you cowards. You cowards. I guess they have to. They don't have a clone bay, just a med bay. Uh-oh. That's not ideal. They actually managed to hit my drone. That is not ideal at all. Okay, it missed. Okay. Seriously? I just put it back out and they immediately hit it. That is not cool at all. No, actually, no, I can't use you. I can use you, though. Because the Zoltan should not be in that fight for very long. Oh, and why are we all fighting? Well, you don't need to help me. Ah, yeah, okay. Apparently I forgot to reset their positions after I got him. Let's do that while I think of it. They're out of rockets, so there's no need to put up another defense drone, since they so helpfully blew 2 of mine away. Completely unacceptable. Let's miss a little bit less, shall we? Thank you. Okay. That is something I've been waiting for. Okay. Well, barring something horrible in this sector, I'm at least going to be fighting the flagship. Whether I can actually defeat it or not being completely separate, but I will at least be encountering it soon, which is very rare for me. That one's getting on my nerves. So it's going to go away. And that's going to be lovely. I should fix that. It's not critical, but sure, why not? Okay, now we are fine. Okay. Is there anything else I might want? Whew. Probably not. Other than maybe like a point to buffer it in case it gets hit. not be a bad idea. Might not be a... Is it worthwhile having a stronger mind control? Nah, probably not. Let's just get that. A bit more power. Okay. Here we go. Panic time. Ready, boys and girls? I sure am not. I haven't fought the boss on hard yet. Okay, so we temporarily can live without that. And that. For that. So we can wreck their hacking system. They usually have so many of these up by the time... Alright, you could just miss. On the weapons! That's gotta be the worst spot for that to be. That's gonna slow things down monumentally. Oh, that's interesting. These rooms are still isolated. On easy, all 4 of the weapons are completely isolated rooms, which means if you have a teleporter, you can send people over, beat up the guy inside it, and then, you know, take the weapons down that way. On normal, these ones were connected. I'm surprised on hard these ones aren't connected. Either this way or this way, it doesn't matter. That's kind of surprising, actually. But anyway. So this means he can wreck my Vulcan whenever he wants. And I just have to deal with this crazy, crazy triple missile launcher. Yeah. I suppose I can have you helping shoot the thing. That's really not cool. Speaking of not cool, I may have to jump away and jump back, just having to hope that this thing targets something different, because I'm never going to take this thing down with this going. And no matter where I go, it's going to be a rough battle. Oh my. But I think I have to. Oh, that sucks. And a border. That's not cool at all, guys. Not at all. Alright, well, we gotta take this down really, really fast, so fast it is. I just have to hope this ASB doesn't wreck my face too badly. Right, not you. You have to stay there. The fire's not out yet. Okay, that'll do. It's close enough. Let's start getting some hits in, shall we? Yes, that'll help. Really? Really? I don't really have the time, energy, or patience to deal with you right now. Why don't you go away? Why is their ship not dead yet? How am I not dead yet? Okay, and I can't even stay here to fix up because the ASB is still going. So I have to immediately jump back. And hope for better luck on where the hacker lands. It's impossible to prevent it from getting you because one will always sneak through. But it's just a case of where it lands. I have to hope it's somewhere much, much less dangerous. Okay, piloting. Now I'll lose my evade, so that's not good. But I can probably deal with it. Probably. Hopefully. Oh, perfect. They shot my drone right as the rockets come in. All three of which hit, despite 35. Yeah, I see exactly what's happening here. It's very obvious what's happening here. Difficult to see what's happening here. My ion resistor does not seem to be doing much. Okay, so at least... Nope, I was going to say I at least got the one weapon down, but not even. Not gonna last much longer. So I guess the theory is I at least made it to the boss, but that's gonna be about it. Okay, that one's down. I just doubt I'll last long enough to actually... Nope. Good shot, the only one that was gonna miss. The other two were hits. Awesome. Well, we have gone miles beyond time control. I apologize for that, but I think we can all agree that was the best run I've had by a long, long margin since I started playing on hard, so I hope everyone enjoyed watching that, and again, apologies for the length. But anyway, folks, until next time, stay calm, and I hope you come and chill with me again in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.